teacher assigned us to draw a self-portrait, she then complained that it wasn't realistic enough.
At 6th grade, the school I went to, we had two separate art teachers. One art teacher, she was art and music teacher, and then there was the art/gym teacher who was there for a period of time. And I think this story involved him, not her. He was a very cool guy. He was like the cool teacher. One day we came in for art and he directed us to grab one of the National Geographics from the big stack over by the window. And I grabbed one that basically just had trees. I think it was this one, but I'm not sure. Just imagine the trees going all the way across the cover. You go to the website, sign up, makes you sign up for something to view the entire cover, and I didn't want to do that. He's purring. Anyway, so I grabbed that. He's doing it again. I'm not allowed to talk. I start drawing. That's all we had to do was draw it. We didn't have to add color or anything, just draw it. And I get up and I show it to him. And he's like, no, you need to add this, this, and this. And I was like, okay, yeah, I did kind of rush through it. And I like drawing and all that stuff. So I go back to my desk and I add some more trees and I go back up and he tells me again, no, you need to add this, this, and this. So I sit back down and I do it again and I get back up again and he's like, no, you still need to add this, this, and this. And by this time, it's almost the end of class, and I did not want to have to continue this project for another class period because I knew they would be moving on to something else. I sat back down for a couple of minutes, and then I handed it in, and he looked at it and said, there's some things missing that you need to add, and I'm like, no, I think I'm done with it. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I also had a teacher, I think it was in kindergarten, because they were coloring like a big letter, and that was it on a sheet of paper. And I colored it in, and I went to hand it in, and she's like, no, there's too many white spots. You have to fill all those in. She's very particular about it. So there was that too. Wanted to add that these were two completely different schools. One was a private Catholic school, art teacher one, and then the kindergarten one, that was a public school. So two completely different situations.
Top 10 glitches in the Matrix from my comments section.
Okay, this is a lot to type out. I just want to do a video. I tend to lose things a lot, and then I'll replace the item and then find the previous item, the original item, after I've purchased a new item to replace it. Most recently, I have a Roku, and the remote disappeared. I had decorated it with paint pens. It looks cute. So I bought a new one, and then like a week later, that one disappeared. But as soon as I ordered a new one, I found the old one, the second one. So I figured, well, I'll just keep the third one, and then I'll have two. So if the other one disappears again, I'll have that one, and I can just switch back and forth, which has happened multiple times. It's come in handy having both of them. And then recently, I have a really old iPod. I bought off of Amazon really cheap, and it disappeared for like 2-3 weeks. I searched everywhere in my room. I reorganized my room just to try and find it. Searched through my chair, down in the cushions, everything. And I had a backup, even cheaper one. It doesn't connect to Bluetooth and anything like that. I had to borrow a pair of regular headphones to listen to it. So I was using that for a couple of days, and I was on my phone and I had my Bluetooth earbuds for my phone. I was using them, and one of them disappeared. I do things so often, it's ridiculous. So I'm looking for the Bluetooth, and I get up out of my chair and I reach down into the cushions. I find the Bluetooth. It was right on top. I happened to stick my hands further down into the cushions. I found the original iPod and the original remote to the TV. So now I have 3 remotes and 2 iPods. This happens all the time. Also, I had misplaced my hand bag that same week. Like, so many things went missing that week. It was ridiculous. I'm convinced there was a little fey creature in here just hiding all my things. I couldn't find my handbag that same week. I turned the room upside down trying to find it. I really needed a vacuum. And I even looked down there because it's where I usually store it. You can see the new one I bought is down there. I even turned on the flashlight and lit up the whole area under there. See, down there just fine. There was like nothing in shadow. Right where the new vacuum is right now. A couple days later, I just happened to glance down there, and there was the old vac. I swear, I hope I'm not going crazy. So I ended up giving that one to my niece and keeping the new one because it had already shipped by the time that I found the old one, and I didn't want to have to deal with having to send it back. So, yep.